right, all right. Hello, everyone. I'm Professor McCoy. Sorry about the delay, but welcome back for now to Kingdom Come Deliverance II. All right, we're back into the wedding. This is probably the first time since we started playing this game when I did not play between streams at all because we're in a major plot event. So let's get back into it, shall we? All right. So those of you who have not seen, new video out. Linked in the description. Check it out if you haven't already. Feel free to, open it in another tab and give it a listen. Or just wait till after the stream. If you have seen it, feel free to talk about it. It's like I said, it's a fascinating topic and is at least somewhat related to some of the things that might be going on. In good old Kingdom Come.
Did any of you partake? I did. And how did you do?
So if I will remind you, we finished our dueling tournament. We finished our dice tournament. And we need to find now the gift sword. And it's got to be around here somewhere. Unless it's in the house, maybe. As I recall, it was brought up onto the sort of battlements. And then whoever it was that stole it disappeared to the other side of the battlements. Re-emerged, I guess, from the other side of this building, which makes me wonder if it was stuffed up here under the rafters or anything. To be fair, I did not actually look it up. I didn't check to see if there is a specific location for it. I can't sleep. Wasn't gonna. Oh, Master Thief, nice. But yeah, it was dropped off somewhere right around here. These battlements up there. Oh. Okay, no, I didn't hurt myself. We're fine. Anyway, so let's look around, see if we can find this thing. Okay, we can't go out. Not sure where it could be. See, it definitely makes me think that it is around this building somewhere. The only alternative would be that it was, tossed over there, and it's in the little lake. Also possible, I suppose. Let's have a look around here.
Bloody deep.
Bloody deep. Really? Hey, Vastatek, you wanna...
I'm sorry.
No, you're good, don't worry. Just, no drinking, remember? Okay, no. Too deep, apparently. I have, Oh, no, it's so deep. any deeper and we will surely drown.
What a view.
Oh, Henry. Yeah, no, I don't know.
I didn't really need to know that. Listen, Obram, don't your horses need new shoes?
Those? Oh, aye.
Anyway, so I
I don't know he's what the gossip anymore.
I'll shoe her for you.
No,
just
nothing.
for the
Okay.
price of the horseshoes. What do you say?
Where could it have been tucked away? Anyway, while I look around, like I said, I'm actually quite pleased with how the video turned out, but also a little bit disappointed that it hasn't done better in terms of numbers. It has essentially been my sort of my very, very core audience, the people who are very interested in the stuff that my channel is highly focused upon, that being the philosophical and theological stuff. But not as wide of distribution as some of my other recent videos have gotten. YouTube algorithm has took off and just ran with a bunch of my videos. Okay. What was that? What did I just take? What did I just take? What was that? Was that? Oh, it was charcoal. Here. That was yours. No. Okay. Well. He's way too drunk to have noticed anything, but I wish I could just, ask. It's gotta be around here. Because, okay, let me check the quest. Oh, I could read that. Won't yet. Keep Vostok from getting drunk, right. Wait for Von Berghoff. Find the sword for Lord Samin's son. Okay. No idea how he lost it. Lord Capon. The bailiff's son Svatya had taken the sword. Some take it from the blacksmith by the latrine near the gate, and then disappear with it on the battlements. And we saw him emerging from the corner of the courtyard under the dovecot and leaving without the sword. I should probably talk to Svatya. Maybe he'll tell me. Oh, wait, really? You want me to talk to Svatya? I mean, I could do that, or I could just find the damn thing. Because look, okay, so he disappeared right here, right here. This is the outhouse, right? Went up the battlements. And eventually he emerged over yonder. Over here, by the dovecot, being right here. Which means he must have stashed it somewhere there in between. There in between, so to speak. I wish I could, that. Maybe there's a way through this building, into that back little alley thing. I kind of doubt it, but let's see. If not, that is certainly an odd little closed off space, isn't it? No. All right. She's Krezel. Kretzel, whatever. I actually don't know how to pronounce his name properly, but probably Krezel, not Kretzel. Whatever it is, the miller. Oh, I'm not gonna auto do this one. Okay. No. I didn't think so, but worth looking. Worth looking. Yeah, let's, I guess we'll just talk to Svatya and let's just, accuse him of theft in the middle of the wedding. Make a scene. Why not?
If you say so. But may the Lord protect you if I see you move.
I do love making a scene. Actually, I don't know if... Never mind, I don't know if Henry likes making a scene. Lean a little bit towards now. There's Oda, the groom. Whose sword I seem to have misplaced. Hey, Grace. Hey, Imp Simp. How you guys doing? Positions. Where is Fatih anyway?
A drink before performing a church run.
Gnarly. Blacksmith's key. Wait, what? Blacksmith's chest key? I'm sorry, what? That's very strange. Yeah, we just got Hans up here. Hans and his little tart.
So, what shall I have? How about a
Take one,
pie?
please. Munch, munch. Munch, munch. Oh, here he is. There you are. You're wearing a sword. That's a little odd.
Radovan's present for young Lord Semin is missing. You wouldn't happen to know anything about it.
I didn't see any sword.
Sword? How do you know it's a sword?
Fuck. Alright, I saw it. Like everyone here, I reckon. Radovan was bragging about it all over.
Yeah, let's go with nobility thing here.
Do you think being the bailiff's son puts you above the law? You're counting on the deepest shadow being under the candlestick, eh? But make no mistake, if it turns out you're involved in this theft, you're gonna get not just yourself in trouble, but your father as well. He'll have to give you an exemplary punishment, so folk don't say he's let you off light, because that could cost him his job.
Damn it. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Alright, have it your way. I took the sword.
Are you wearing it? Is that what that is? Like, because otherwise, why'd you have that?
Where's the sword now?
I had to get rid of it. Fast. So I threw it in the pond.
You can't be serious. How am I supposed to get it back now? God Almighty save you if it fell in deep.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
Farewell, my friend.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Great. Oh, it's right there.
Here it is. Just like Svatya said.
Kind of wet, which is not great for, you know, a very nice steel sword. Assuming there's a leather wrap on the thing, that's really not good.
I found your sword.
Thank God, Henry. I was afraid I'd have to look for a job in another county. Who stole it?
Let's not. Let's not
That's
start
not
this
important.
fight.
The main thing is it's turned up undamaged.
As you say, you have my thanks. You got it to me just in time. The ceremony is about to start.
So Lord von Burgov has arrived.
Not yet, but the father is in a hurry to have his son married. I think the lad's a little scared. I'm not surprised. I had to get drunk as a lord before my wedding.
I didn't think they'd start the ceremony without Lord von Burgov.
He'll show up, don't worry. Something just held him up, you know. Lordly business.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Where on earth is he? We've been waiting for hours. I sent someone to look for him.
Master Chamberlain, how's it looking? When's Sir Otto coming?
I wish I knew, sir. His party should have been here long ago.
What?
I sent someone to look for them, but there's no sign of them. It's regrettable, but we'd better start without him.
Let's get started, Father.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. Damn it. Why are they injured? Oh, because I had a fight with him. That's right. Hey, it's the title theme.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to witness the sacred union of Agnes and Alda. I ask you before God and His holy church to make your holy vow of matrimony, love, honor, and fidelity. Do you so swear until death do you part?
I do.
I do.
I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Ah, Hans. Let's see, he's doing well enough for himself. So I'm not sure, was it hesitation or was it nerves? I'm not sure. Because he's a little bit of a...
Right back where we started.
I don't know, unsettled young man, I guess. So it could also just be nerves, you know, which on your wedding day is to be expected.
Von Burgov's not coming, so why stay here? I'll congratulate the newlyweds and go.
Well, okay then. Am I missing anything important? I think so. I did finish all of the other quests. Quite all of them. Where are they?
You alright?
Spinning. Everything's spinning.
Did you talk to him? Did he say anything? Good day to you. What brings you here?
Why didn't Lord von Burgos come? I thought you were waiting for him before starting the ceremony.
If I did, my son might never be married. I don't know why he's not here. The Chamberlain said he'd sent someone to look for him, but they found no sign of him.
That's troubling, really troubling.
Sir, do you know where I can find your son and his bride? I'd like to congratulate them.
Sorry, I haven't seen them for a while either. Don't bother them too much. Let them have some peace. They'll need rest after everything today.
Rest. Yes, I'm sure that's where the newlyweds have disappeared off to. I'm sure that's it.
Father, have you seen the bride and groom? I'd like to personally congratulate them.
I haven't. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen young Alda since he made his vows.
And the bride?
A few moments ago, Agnes was talking with the cook's daughter.
Thank you, Father. I won't disturb you anymore.
God be with you. Till we meet again.
He's the... so, by the way, this is also the... Nicodemus here is the sort of regional priest. He's the priest of the county. Which is... that's quite something. That there's the one priest for a relatively large area like this. But then again, I mean... in real life, it's not actually that big. You could reasonably, like, look at that. There's one priest for this county, who I believe lives at Trotsky Castle. And if we assume that that mass is held either at the castle, or perhaps in Troskowitz, which is basically the castle town, or maybe in Simeon, because there is no, I don't think there's a church. outside the castle. Or maybe on a rotating basis. That's not actually that unreasonable for people to walk to or ride to if they need to. You know, and this is also a thing where the priest travels, right? The priest moves around the county, so as to perform whatever services are need to be rendered at any part of the county. Right? Gnarly.
I'd like to look.
There's no...
Okay, not right now. Okay, fine. I'd like to take these blacksmith's keys. I wonder what that is for. Bailiff, Eddie, Saddler, Maid. Where is either the daughter of the cook or Jules?
You're a mess, Jules.
Bugger off.
Oh, poor guy. Well, you know, he did it to himself. The cook's daughter. Hans. Hey, Hans.
Don't bother me now, Henry.
Hey, okay, fine. Alright.
If only a small group.
Especially now when Alder is giving him so much trouble.
Truly, milady?
God be with you. What do you need?
Excuse me, my lady. I'm looking for the newlyweds. Would you know where they might be?
And why are you looking for them, lad? Is something wrong?
No, not at all. I'd just like to wish them good luck in their marriage. Lots of healthy children, and so on.
You're kind, but I can't help you. Our Alder doesn't like crowds, so I expect they found a quiet corner somewhere to be alone.
Then I shouldn't disturb them.
True. I imagine they're not really in the mood for congratulations right now. Be with you.
I'm sure they are otherwise occupied. At least, that's what I would suspect. Interesting. What's going on up here? Where am I? This is an odd little, barracks, I guess? Servants' quarters? That sort of thing?
Yes, Jan and I were exactly the same. How does your ma do it? But they're so moist and free.
Is it Misha is the daughter?
Have you seen the bride or the groom?
The bride? Yes.
And where can I find her?
What do you want from her?
To congratulate her on her marriage, as befits the occasion. Lots of luck, pack of offspring, health and happiness, all that stuff.
That's nice of you.
You're here?
I think you'll find her in the fortress. She said she needed some peace from the crowd for a while.
Understandable, I suppose.
See you later.
Alright, in the fortress. So, that'd be... I lost a sec. You made it.
It's a good thing you're here.
What's the matter? I hope you haven't been drinking.
No, don't worry. Quite the contrary. I wanted to thank you. I didn't believe it, but I'm not drunk yet. Usually, I'd be under the table by now.
It's not even worth mentioning.
Oh, but it is. But that's enough. I won't bother you anymore. I believe I can do it on my own now.
Are you sure?
Well, we'll see.
All right. Just be careful, eh?
Aye.
Night
And
is
Henry,
young.
I'm really grateful, and I'll never forget you for this. But there's something else I'd like to ask you. Not right away. Don't worry. Just stop by sometime when you're around.
All right, gamekeeper.
Okay.
I'll stop by your place when I can.
Nice of him. Yeah, I actually really like that. The whole, he's basically a recovering alcoholic, and it really is the friendly thing to do, to slap the beer out of his hand whenever he finds one, you know? Hey, so welcome back. But yeah, I think that's a great little quest to
You
have.
got spurned by a girl. Don't make it sound like torture.
Even you are against me now, too.
I'm your best friend.
This would be the fortress? Or wait, no, this is the cellar.
Why did he leave me here alone?
What?
What are you doing here? Who are you?
I'm Henry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I was hoping to find you both here. Sir Older as well. Come now, dry your tears.
Okay, so maybe Race was right.
What's
Maybe
the
there was some hesitation there.
It's Older.
Did he?
No. He just disappeared. Left practically right from the altar.
But why? You two look so happy.
I was
wasn't an altar,
hoping
but
he'd
whatever.
stay at home more after we were married. Instead of always riding off somewhere. What a silly goose I am.
I'm going to be nice here, but Imsip asks, I'm writing a research paper to use as a writing sample for grad school. I'm writing about medieval Roman, Byzantine, southern Italy, and Sicily. How many academic sources should I use for a 15-20 page paper? Depends on how many you need and what kind of argument you're making. Right? For a history paper, in my experience, 10 to 20, anywhere in that range. Unless you're going to be focusing heavily on one particular source and then bringing in a few others. That would be the alternative, in which case you'd only need like maybe 4 or 5. But if you're going to be drawing on a wide array of sources to make an argument of your own, or a sort of survey of the general ideas or some general concepts about a time period like that, then yeah, I would have a pretty big array of sources for that, somewhere in the realm of 10 to 20. For something of that size, because again, there's different ways of approaching a paper, and I tend to take the shallower, research shallower, I guess I would say, approach. But that's for philosophy. When I'm writing a philosophy paper, typically what I will wind up doing is I will have, I'll take one of two approaches. One is mostly original ideas. And then my sources will basically just be some historical sources to explain an idea, to explain a concept further. And then I will have 1 or 2 sources beyond that are basically my objections that I'm going to be saying, here is an alternative position, here's why it fails in this way and that way and this way. Right? That is really the only use of sources I typically will have in my academic writing. The other alternative is if I'm writing specifically contrary to one major source. So if I'm arguing against somebody, if I'm critiquing somebody, if I'm adding to somebody, if I'm adding an addendum, like a helpful criticism, a constructive criticism, that sort of thing, then that'll be one major source, and then I might have a couple of others that I'm drawing upon. Like my papers tend not to have more than 5 or 6 sources, no matter really the length. But that's because I'm writing in philosophy, and that's also the kind of arguments that I tend to make. In history papers will tend to have more sources, and especially more primary sources. Even when I've written history papers, I have had significantly more sources than when I've written philosophy. So for a 15-20 page paper, so that's hefty term paper length. Yeah, 10 to 20 is pretty reasonable, anywhere in that range really. For a more standard survey style paper. And yeah, I mean, yeah, Grace, 4 to 5 seems kind of reasonable, but again, for a big term paper length thing, like 15-20 pages, you can, and especially the subject being history, right? History research papers, I should say, tend to use a broader range of sources. Unless you're doing a close study of, like I said, close study of one thing, then maybe we'll just use 1 and then 2 or 3 more tie-ins or comparisons or something. But most history papers you will use significantly more than a lot of other subjects.
What was so urgent that it couldn't wait until morning?
I don't know. He didn't tell me. but he often rides off in a hurry.
Didn't he at least tell you when he'd be back?
No. Sometimes he comes back in the evening. Sometimes he's gone for days. He doesn't want to talk about it at all.
How do you know this? It's not like you live together. You live in, neighboring towns. It's odd that she's so familiar with his day-to-day habits like this.
I heard he deliberately rushed the ceremony.
Everyone wanted to wait for Sir Otto von Berghoff. He was supposed to be the guest of honor. But Alder was on edge all day. Especially after that messenger arrived. He got impatient.
Who knew?
And said he wanted to have the ceremony right away.
What messenger?
He didn't carry any Lord's colours, just a rider. He came in, exchanged a few rushed words with Alder, and then rode off again. And a little while after the ceremony, Alder rode off too.
Don't worry, he'll be back soon. Nobody would leave a pretty girl like you alone for long.
He couldn't care less about me. His father arranged the marriage mainly for the money they're getting from my pa.
I think he really loves you. During the ceremony, he was gazing at you like an apparition of the Virgin Mary.
Then why would he disappear right after? I'm probably the only bride ever to be abandoned at her own wedding.
Unlikely.
I'll be a laughing stock. Oh well, I've already cried buckets. I could use a drink. How about you?
Let's not do this. Grace isn't. What kind of term papers was I writing? Even in my history courses from my degree, the term papers I wrote were 15 to 20. Weren't 15 to 20, 8 to 10. 15 to 20 for graduate level. I mean, a graduate level term paper can be up to that long. 18 is a long one. 20 is getting excessive. Certainly, it's too long for a journal article. 8 to 10 is more like what you would write for a journal article. Most of my term papers were around 15 pages, graduate level at least, in both history and philosophy. Undergrad, yeah, 10 to 8 or 8 to 10 is pretty normal. Maybe 12, but that's pushing it too. Even 6 to 8 sometimes. But the main reason is that in both history and in philosophy, the term paper is the primary mode of assessment for the entire semester. That's what we mean by term paper in the strictest sense. So if that's what you mean, then the term paper represents the entire semester's work, all in one assignment, right? So your grade for that paper is essentially your grade for the entire course. So it is going to be something pretty hefty. It's going to represent, a full 18 weeks of academic labor. So yeah, it's a big thing. It's a big deal. And also, those are two relatively writing intensive majors. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, 20 is way on the high end, significantly on the high end. I think I wrote like one term paper that was close to 20. That said, my comps papers were all 18 plus. My comprehensive exam papers, those were all 18 plus. That was okay. So the way USF did comprehensive exams, graduate level comprehensive exams, master's level, I should say, comprehensive exams, like on the way towards PhD, was you're given 6 questions, 2 from each of your 3 committee members, and you choose one of each of them. One from each of them. So that basically each of them gives you an option of you answer this question or that question. And you have 1 week. So the semester leading up to this is filled with research. You're compiling essentially an annotated bibliography of what are the sources that you are focusing your research upon. And then what'll happen is your professors, your committee professors will give you a pair of questions. You choose one from each pair, and you write essentially a full-size term paper for each of those 3 in 1 week. I think I had 5 days, technically. So that was the most writing I've ever done in a condensed period of time. And then the week following that, I was grading. I was still teaching at the time. That was something. That was really something. But yeah, that was. I also, and Grace, like you're saying, I also tend to be a more concise writer. So writing something that long is uncomfortable for me. I've become better at it gradually over time, but it was pretty uncomfortable for me at the time, or leading up to it, especially. By the time I got to that stage in my academic career, it was I was more or less there. I could do it. I managed it. I pulled it off just fine. I think I got 1 point docked on one of them for something. I forget what. I think it was some major point or objection that was in my research material that I should have foreseen and should have accounted for, but failed to, or something like that. I forget exactly what the feedback was on it, but yeah, that was essentially the my comprehensive exams, which in a lot of degree programs, mastery programs, it's exams. Like you sit down and you do written or written exams kind of thing, typical. But I like the written format kind of better, especially for a philosophy program. It's much more fitting. It fits the way the program is set up a lot better.
That doesn't sound like a good idea. A bride is supposed to be chaste, fragile, pure.
And the groom is supposed to at least be present, for God's sake. And where is he? So, are we drinking or not?
No.
Shouldn't you slow down? The night is still young. Maybe Older will come back and you'll have duties.
Mother said all a girl has to do is lie down and hold on. I can do that drunk. Let Older do all the work.
Wow.
Booze!
Oh, you.
Oh, fucking hell! It's you again!
Oh, fuck off me!
You wanna fuck the bride, huh?
That's not what you
Hypocrite!
What are you doing, you drunken fool?
Oh, great. Oh, here come the Moravians.
Someone's been coveting your neighbour's wife, eh?
Bollocks!
I'm not going to blame you. You might have waited until this all went home.
Oh, come on. Let's not do this, guys. Can we not do this? Oh no. Hans, why would you instigate?
Wait for a quick death, you bastard! Leave him alone! You won't get me! You call an call an opener! Take that fucker out, dummy! Light him up! You fucking hell! And he's still standing! Take that! You won't be able to take another one like that! Fucking horse sons! Take that!
Oh, he's down. That's good.
Useless!
Father.
You'll get another right away! Think you're a match for me, peasant?
I mean, I'm on the father's side, apparently, at least. I'm on the Moravian side, that's good. Sorry,
You'll
Taylor.
get such a blow that you'll win. Ah! Ah! Don't kill him! Don't this one's mine! Ah!
So, I don't know what decides the sides of that brawl, but I feel like it's reputation during the wedding.
Out this rabble before they turn everything into firewood.
Oh boy. In come the billhooks. Alright, never mind. Yeah. This is gonna turn out poorly. We're in the stocks again, aren't we? Ushits. What? You corrupt priest. Right. Oh, Godwin. What's going on?
Cursed luck.
1403. Same day, same year, right? Or was this the time of the previous game?
Well. Distinguished guests. For the love of God. Does it have to be him?
Trust me, friend.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
We need to have a word with you.
Would your graces care to sit?
I think not.
What brings you to my humble rectory, gentlemen?
Are you all packed, Godwin? I heard you got kicked out of your humble rectory.
We're playing as Godwin? I didn't expect this. Interesting. Oh, yeah, Grace says, my least favorite exams were orals for languages. I enjoyed the written things, but but not to be put on the spot in front of the professor trying to remember the structures for question and answers. Yeah, understandable. I got out of this by taking Latin, where there's no oral portion to Latin. It was all translation, all written translation.
Your concern is really touching, Hanush. Did you come to see me off, or to help me do my laundry?
Watch your mouth, priest. You might end up losing more than your parish.
Easy, my friend. Don't let him get you all worked up.
I'd like to teach him a good lesson.
But that's not why we're here.
Bah!
Well, why are you here, then?
We have a secret mission for you.
I'm all ears, Sir Radzi.
Do you know about Lord Capon's mission?
Aye. I heard a word or two about that. Where was it you sent him? Trotsky?
Yes, to Sir Otto von Bergoff's castle.
Royal Chamberlain von Berger. The League of Lords fella.
You know more than I'd expect from you.
It doesn't surprise me. I also know that Trotsky is about 3 days' ride away.
2 days, weather permitting.
The young lord should have been back long since then, shouldn't he?
He should. But he's not.
And now you want me to find out why he's not here yet.
That's right. You'll go to Trotsky and see if anything's happened to him.
Why don't you send Henry after him? As far as I know, he's always done a good job for you.
That's exactly why he went with Capon.
So it's more serious than I thought. All right. I'll do it.
Well, that went better than I expected.
Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. I won't rest until my nephew is safely back in Perkstein.
When should I go?
Right away.
I mean, get dressed first, I assume.
Fuck! Did they have to lock us up in here, of all places? I have a feeling these walls are moving. The cell is getting smaller and smaller. Can you hear me? Let me out! Hey! Hear me!
Oh, give it a rest. No one's come in.
I feel like we're going to be crushed here.
Let's not.
Listen here, Henry.
Let's not
I wanted
instigate.
to say, well, that I'm glad to see you again. Henry?
Oh, sounds like the great Sir Hans Capon is getting ready to apologise. But why?
Well, because I'm just sorry, I suppose. Nevertheless, Henry, I wanted to say that, well, you were right. I behaved badly. Awfully.
All right. I accept your apology. All water under the bridge, eh? Old pal.
Thanks. So, what were you getting up to the whole time, anyway?
Working at the forge, killing bandits, doing everything for everyone in the entire province.
I was working in the blacksmith's forge in Takov.
Oh. Well, lucky for you, you have a trade you could work at.
Sort of. Most of the time I was actually chasing after lost carts, or scrambling over the rocks looking for hermits.
Well, at least you weren't bored, eh?
Well, you haven't been idle. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy to the royal hetman, and poacher.
Only commoners poach. I was hunting in the territory of another noble, without his permission, admittedly.
Doesn't that still count as poaching?
But that's a capital crime.
Ah, bollocks! Nothing to worry about.
Heaven help us.
Shh, quiet! There's something going on outside the door.
Have you seen Captain Thomas?
Is that poaching?
Yarrick says
Actually,
he's
not
in
sure.
a bad way.
He's right. Them fuckers cut him up good.
Last I heard from Father Nicodemus, though, was that his wounds are healing.
Aye. Only he's been struck down by a fever. And the Sawbones is away with Sir Otto.
Good God.
Captain Thomas! Yes! He met us before we reached the pond, didn't he? We showed him our letter.
But he's in a fever. You heard them.
Oh, we'll deal with that somehow. Hey!
Leave it be.
Hey! Open up, you rabble! We're messengers from Ratai. Your captain can confirm it. Do you hear?
Again?
Those damned fools won't give us any peace.
Come on, fellas! Be reasonable! We're envoys of the Lord of Lipa!
You did try this. Repeatedly.
About time. Just you wait till Lord von Berghoff hears how you treat a noble. You, come with me to the courtyard. Chamberlain says we ain't gonna waste bread on you for nothing. We've got a job for you. What about me? I want to talk to the captain right now. You want to talk to God, fella. You're getting the gallows for poaching. What? You can't hang a nobleman. Jesus, wait! Hear that? That bell's tolling for you, mate. 12 more times, and the priest will come for you. Hans! But you can't! Hans, don't worry, I'll fix it! Move it! I'm a nobleman!
Is that poaching? Well, first of all, you can't hang him.
I'm a noble! I'm Sir Hans Capon of Bergstein.
I mean, okay, so you can hack a noble. It's just, the problem is that if that
So, if you want to
if
get
that
out
comes
of here,
out,
you'll have to make amends
that
and
becomes
work
a
off
big
your
problem.
debt. For a start, you can carry all the charcoal from this wagon up to the store.
Wait, though. What's going to happen with Capon?
With that madman, he was poaching, so he'll swing.
But he really is a noble.
Ain't you a bit old for fairy tales, son? Once the bell tolls for the 12th time, it won't matter a damn who he used to be anyway. If you want to do something for him, pray. And best pretend you don't know him.
Your Captain Thomas can testify that we're envoys from Ratai. It's the truth, I swear.
Don't you say a word about our captain. We don't know if the poor fellow will live to see morning. They moved him during the night to the chapel at the very top of the Maiden. It seems only God can help him now.
Well, let's hope he does.
Do you always ring the bells before an execution?
Aye, it's a local custom. They say back in the past, the local lord slept through a scheduled execution, and they had to release the condemned man. Don't worry, that won't happen today.
So this actually does raise the question whether a noble hunting in another noble's lands qualifies as poaching and is the same capital offense. I mean, it would make sense for it to still qualify as poaching, particularly without his knowledge or permission. But then the open question is, well, even if it is poaching, there are different penalties for different. There are different penalties for nobles than there are for commoners. For most crimes, in fact, if capital crimes for nobles are basically only treason and I think murder of another noble, specifically crimes against other nobles. So I don't think it would be. I mean, it almost certainly wouldn't be execution. It would absolutely still be a crime and would cause an incident, but oh, Imsimp asked, should my essay be informative or should it be argumentative? I hate that distinction. I don't recognize that as a distinction. Maybe as a philosopher, I don't have that distinction. But it should always any academic paper should have a thesis and should be arguing for a point, should be making a point. And so it's informative in the sense that you're putting forward information, but that information is organized in such a way as to make a particular solid point. So it would realistically be both. It should be. I don't see purely expository papers very often in a professional academic context.
Why did they move your captain to the chapel? All that way up?
So he'd be closer to God. Either the good Lord will help him or take him to his bosom. The captain's in a really bad way. And our Sawbones is away with Lord von Bergov.
And can I go there? I really have to talk with Captain Thomas.
Don't fucking annoy me, fella. You got off lightly so far, believe me.
What? You won't even let me pray in the chapel?
We will not. You're not allowed inside at all. And don't let me catch you snooping around there.
I'm probably going to have to go snoop around there.
What about my things? You took everything away from me.
That's what happens to people in jail. When we set you free, you'll get your stuff back. In the worst case, we might keep something to cover the damages you caused at the wedding. Got it?
Got it. What happens when I'm done with this?
What do you reckon? You'll get another job. And when there's no more work for you, you can bugger off wherever you like.
That's all?
Aye? What'd you expect? The axe? Lord von Bergov is strict, but he ain't a tyrant. But poaching now, that's another matter.
I'll get to work then.
Good lad. The store's up by the gate to the inner bailey. Orsina the blacksmith is idling around somewhere there. He'll think up some job for you. Or go down to the outer bailey where they're building the scaffold near the gate. They'll be working up there for sure. And no wandering around where you're not allowed. Don't stick your nose inside the castle. Got it?
Yeah. Got it.
I'm probably going to have to stick my nose inside the castle. To the inner bailey. Where is the inner bailey exactly? Oh. Okay, it is through the gate. Okay. Wow, this is a... Okay, I gotta say, spectacularly defensible castle. It's up on two rocks. With quite the extensive outer bailey, and the inner bailey is basically between the rocks leading up to the other one. And whereas this one, that's the chapel. Interesting. I would have thought that would be a defensive tower. Cobbler Matthew, huh? I would have really thought that would be a defensive tower. Imsim says, my argument is that the Western medieval theme, that province of Sicily and Calabria, were overlooked for the more interesting Balkan and Anatolian themes. I plan on using both Roman, Byzantine, Norman, and Arab sources. Sicily swapped hands between the Goths. The Romans took it back in the 500s under Justinian. Then the Lombards attacked. The Romans recaptured many cities, and the Arabs took Sicily and Sardinia. Then the Normans attacked. That all does actually seem pretty straightforward.
Aye.
Some idiots
Wojtek.
had a punch-up. It's practically a tradition, you know?
A pretty stupid tradition.
What's Wojtek doing?
Bad. Well, it will be even worse. Look, there's a rabble running rampant over the countryside.
Where's the blacksmith? Honestly, my stealth score is pretty good, but I don't know how I would go about getting into the castle. There's a door.
Leave me alone. I've no time for chat.
Father.
Do you know where Captain Thomas is? I heard he was in a bad way.
It's true, son. It doesn't look good for him. Why do you ask?
I'd like to pray with him.
A kind thought, but you can't get to Thomas. I had him moved during the night up to the chapel in the Maiden.
Why can't I get there?
You know, the castle chapel is an important place. Only Lord von Berghoff, his kin, and a few others are allowed there.
Like you, for instance.
Naturally. It's certainly good of you to want to pray for Thomas, but you can do that anywhere without having to disturb him.
Why did you take him to the chapel?
The surgeon is away with Lord von Berghoff, and Thomas has got considerably worse. I don't like to say it, but there's nothing left but to pray for a miracle.
Uh-huh.
Sim says, one recurring thing I've seen is the Roman emperors would get jealous of successful strategos, military governors of themes, then relieve them of their posts. This caused many to rebel. Yeah, that was... I mean, that must have started in, like, the 3rd century or so, right? With the various, like... Or even the 2nd century, I would think, with all of the various... chaotic sequence of emperors in the Western Empire. Excuse me.
I'll be going then.
Go. And don't forget about that prayer. Till we meet again.
Can I find a shrine? I will, in fact, pray at one. That will help matters. Okay, let's see. Nope, that doesn't help me at all. There's nothing helpful in there. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna need some food. There is none here. Okay, cool. Moving on. Okay, yeah, that's a problem, isn't it? I wonder if the blacksmith will give me a job. Because if I get a job as blacksmith and I can do some smithing, that means I can get some lockpicks. So we're clear. Alright. Well, that's good to have, just in case. No one here to play dice with me. I'll take those. They're not stolen, so I'll take them. Right? That's stolen. That's going to be hopefully fine. Hopefully that doesn't get me, you know, in further trouble. But we'll see.
Well, I'm all ears, Master Philosopher. It's clear as a bell. Everything was fine as long as we had a king.
We still got a king, though.
Wenceslas was worthless as a king, true, but his brother Sigismund isn't any better. What more can I say? My pa, rest his soul, always said a fish stinks from the head down.
Are you mad?
Why?
You can talk like that in the tavern, but comparing the royalty, their majesties, to a stinking fisher, I don't want to hear any of that. Someone will overhear, and you'll...
Yeah, okay, makes sense. Can't go in there. Okay, fine. Good enough. Good. Good to know. I have a sword in case I wind up needing one. The trouble, of course, is if I get to the point of needing a sword, I'm in much bigger trouble. But man, look at that! Look at that! Again, built up on these two precipice-like peaks. It's really impressive. Yeah, I don't need to go all the way over yonder at all. Yeah, I mean, Byzantine history is interesting to me, and I know a fair amount about it, but it's not my specialization. I know more about the Western Roman Empire than the Eastern. But certainly, I do know a fair bit about, you know, the period. It's just, again, my historical focus is on the West. I know more about the West than the East, let's say.
Have you soaked the fabric? It won't catch otherwise.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, of course.
Righto. As far as I wonder if I can get away with doing this. This will be fine, right? There we go. Now that we're talking about West and East, we can sort of combine them to West. I mean, yeah, we can just generally talk about the Western Roman Empire as you know, when it was united still. Gosh. So there's by the way, so the funny story about kind of relevant to that. There's a course in the interdisciplinary studies. Oh, okay. There's a course in the interdisciplinary studies department in St. Leo,
bell.
which is where
Another 11 to go.
Oh shoot, there's a time limit on this. I didn't realize that. Okay, let's book it. Let's go down there, right? I can go down to... Oh, no. Okay. I didn't realize there was a time limit on this. I gotta talk while I work. Anyway, there's an interdisciplinary studies department class called... what was it? The Misremembered, or the Misimagined, or the Imagined West, or something like that. And it's a really cool class, because I almost want to take it. Because it's not something I actually know anything about, not much. It's basically about the legend versus fact of the American Old West. But when I hear of the West, my thought immediately goes to the West, like Western civilization, Western history, that kind of thing. Not to the West in terms of the American Old West, that sort of thing. That's not where my mind goes to, not at all. So I had a misbegotten conversation with my department chair about this. And then relevantly, I was like, ooh, that sounds like a really cool class. And I went into the idea of of talking about classical Western history, and talking about how the ideas we have of the Middle Ages formed by media are largely misbegotten, and there's a lot of corrections to be had about our understanding of medieval history and culture and thought and all of that. And she's like, well, actually, it's about the American West. It's not exactly that. I'm like, oh. But my idea is pretty cool too, right? And so we kind of got off to talking about that as an idea, as its own separate idea, and I do genuinely think that would be a really cool course. And, the kind of
that's that.
The misremembered Middle Ages might be just as cool, if not cooler.
Look after your charcoal. Don't come around here again.
Okay, can't really do anything about that. Around the gallows. Yeah, that's ominous. I don't like that.
Looks at me, mumbles.
Jameson says, I listened to a lecture that said Byzantine studies have shifted around. Back in the day, it was considered Oriental studies, not a term. Then Middle Eastern studies, and now Eastern European studies. Yet Aristotle, Plato, and Socrates is considered Western European, as is ancient Greece. But medieval Greece, Byzantine Empire, is Eastern. I think that's just because the sort of cultural center of the West shifted in the post-Hellenic period from east to west towards Rome, and then that cultural center didn't really go back east. It stayed in the West even after the fall of the Western Roman Empire into the early Middle Ages. The reason it stayed west and didn't shift back east is because when the power center of the Roman Empire shifted to Constantinople, it took on cultural characteristics of the typical Eastern Empire. It didn't carry back with it cultural and even linguistic characteristics of the West. It didn't take Latin. It didn't take Latin culture, and so it really does have a more Eastern cultural flair, because these cultures did sort of diverge. Because you have the Roman side, and then you have the Hellenic, mostly Ptolemaic, I guess. I forget which of Alexander's children's empires really set the cultural foundations for the Eastern Roman Empire, but it was certainly different from what we find in the West. Meanwhile, the West goes in its own distinctive direction into what we think of as medieval Christendom.
I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle. So if you want to pass the time, go ahead, but do it sensibly.
Hey, can I make some stuff?
I'd say there's plenty of work to do around here. I'll gladly help you with something.
Aye, but I've only got work in the forge, and that ain't for everyone. I'm a respected tradesman here, understand?
Well, I'm a blacksmith too, even if I don't look the part right now.
Oh, really?
Aye. My pa was a blacksmith, a respected one.
Then you might actually be some use to me. At least I wouldn't have to work my fingers to the bone all the time. I'll tell you what, go to the forge. The fire's gone cold. I haven't had much time for, well, the trade. So fire it up and make some horseshoes for Kabat. He's our groom. Always bothering me that you don't have shoes for the horses. And there's only one nag stabled here now that his lordship's away with his men.
All right. How many should I make?
How many legs does a horse have?
Well, it depends. Usually 4, but once there was a 3-legged foal born in our village.
All right, all right. You're a fool, but maybe you're a handy one. So go and make one horseshoe for the groom, all right?
But a horse has 4.
Aye, but Kabat's missing just 1, and I ain't going to waste more on him.
1. All right.
You'll find everything you need in the trunk in the forge. It's there, past the gate.
All right, but I was told not to go there.
And now I'm telling you to go. And when it's done, bring it to me to check so you don't make me look bad. Off you go. Lads, this here
Okay, cool. Let's go! I'm allowed in. Excellent. Okay, I don't need to go to the sharpening wheel. What I do need is farmer's horseshoes. I don't actually need that. Can I also make a weapon that isn't stolen? What's this? Do that. It's good to have. I don't need to eat it yet.
Take him to your bosom, for he is a good Christian and a fine man. Amen.
Guard?
Must you interrupt me at my prayers? If it's alms you want, go to the kitchen.
Sorry to bother you, but I heard you praying. I need to get to your captain.
You know Thomas? Where from?
Well, that's a really long story, but I heard what happened to him, and I need to talk to him.
Talk? What do you expect to hear from him? But it's all the same. Thomas is lying in a fever upstairs in the Maiden. It don't look good for him. Them bastards cut him up good, the poor fella. And if that wasn't enough, they stole his rosary too. Barbarians.
And the Maiden Tower, which one is that?
You're in Trotsky for the first time, eh? It's that narrow, higher one on the eastern side. We call the second one the Crone. There's some legend about it, but to tell
I mean, the Crone and the Maiden are basically the symbolic, the two symbolic feminine, the two aspects of the symbolic. Two of the symbolic aspects of the feminine, because you also have the matron. I would have expected matron and maiden, but Crone and the Maiden, fine.
What exactly is wrong with Thomas?
He was badly wounded in a fight. It looked for a while like he wouldn't live to see the dawn, but he got a bit better. Only a few days ago he caught a fever, and the Sawbones is away with Lord von Burgo. And that fever ain't letting up.
Okay. I'll be going. I'll pray for Thomas.
I am also a bit of a, an alchemist. I can make some nice medicines. I go up here. I doubt that I can sneak in there. Nor into here.
If anything goes missing there, I'll be after.
Go ahead and close the door behind me. You can't delay. No time to lose. What's this?
The second toll for Hans.
I do need to make lockpicks. Meaning, okay, books. Oh, I know the recipe. Okay, that's fine. Let's, what do we need to do? Take care of the horseshoe for the blacksmith. Right. Horseshoe for Mr. Kabat. Chest in the forge. Oh, there it is. Okay. No, I don't have the stuff for any of this stuff. Not even a nice little, Oh, I could make a work axe. I could make a work axe. I could even make a knight's horseshoe. Which is the quest? Hold on. Specifically, it's got to be a farmer's horseshoe? I'm gonna make a knight's horseshoe. Make a better one. Let's do it. Let's do something nicer. Also, yes, Imp, just stepping in loads of horse manure all over the place. Grace, Hecate is one example of the crone, symbolically speaking, but it goes to it has its roots in nearly every cultural history I can think of. I mean, for example, I mean, you can go back to oh gosh, I'm thinking of Hesiod, but I'm trying to remember what's the
Crucifix. Where's that blacksmith?
I can't think of what the specific example of the crone is from classical Greek mythology, but there are examples. Because it also doesn't necessarily have a negative connotation. It just refers to the post-matron. Forward. Teeter back up. Make a nice horseshoe, shall we? I want to get a good reputation here.
Vanishes like the wind.
Merciful God, your only begotten Son took upon himself our wrongdoings and showed us the power of enduring pain and fortitude. Look down upon our Captain Thomas with a father's love. And upon
That
all who
damn
suffer
wretch! If anything goes missing there, I'll be out.
let them know they are not alone in their afflictions, but that Christ is forever by their side.
Good. This won't take long now.
There we go. Finish her up. Make an axe, just in case we need it.
Where is he now?
Excellent. First of all, just in case we need it. Second of all, so we can get some more lockpicks, just in case we need those.
Like always, he loiters around here all...
Okay. Yeah, I can't make any swords. I don't have any, not even a hunting sword. I don't have a steel. I need steel. I'd love some steel. Yeah, I'll make a work axe. If I can find more steel, it means I can make a hunting sword. I'm not actually sure how long the 12 bells are supposed to take, but I think I actually do have a real-time time limit here. I'm not sure what pauses the time, if conversation pauses it, and or if, you know, this pauses it, or if it's a number of events. Oh,
better get moving.
Yeah, no, that can't be. That has to be a real-time timer. Also, it does not pause while I'm crafting. That's bad news.
Where's that fool of a blacksmith?
It's cold. I should hop over to the forge.
I agree. I think you're right, Henry. I mean, to talk about in terms of you know, the maid, the matron, the forward, and the crone, or matriarch, if you will. I can point to another great example in something else I've played on stream. That is Mass Effect. I've played the Mass Effect trilogy and Andromeda on stream. If you haven't seen that,
This won't take long
you
now.
probably should. It's a great game. It's a great game series, and I talked about a whole lot of really fun stuff in there. So,
good.
Check it out.
That looks finished.
But yeah, the three aspects of the feminine archetype are represented in the life cycle of the Asari, one of the alien species, the sort of monogendered alien species in meme, where they go through a very long life of like 1,000 years or so, and they go through a life cycle of maiden, where they're very exogamous, very adventurous by nature. I'm gonna equip that. There we go. Got my axe just in case. Go sharpen it just in case too. Where's the sharpening wheel? Oh, it's right there. And then eventually, when they
Sharp as a razor.
get the instinct to settle down and have children, they enter the matron stage, and then eventually, once they're sort of done with that, they enter the matriarch stage, where they're thought of as wise counselors more than anything. A horseshoe. Did I not? It had to be a farmer horseshoe, didn't it? Are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, it does. Okay, fine. Fine. Farmer's horseshoe. Fine. Well, at least now I have a nice horseshoe. Oh well.
Like always, he loiters around here all day, and when you need him, he vanishes like the wind.
The fourth bell.
Okay, I do need to hurry, don't I? Shoot. Imsim says, I just saw a post that says every pope named Leo has a legacy of standing up for the church, so Pope Leo the 14th is making a statement that he will defend the church. I mean, that's just, every pope, really. If you really want to talk about Leo defending or standing up for the church, you'd want to talk about Leo the Great, Leo the First, who is probably most well known for one, really centralizing the authority of the papacy, but then also to standing up to barbarian invaders of Rome. This was, I think, 4th century, in fact, or the 5th. Early Middle Ages, during the various, very early Middle Ages, after the first few sackings of Rome by the various barbarians, the various Gauls mostly. Goths, not Gauls. And so the first Pope Leo was known for basically going out and standing up to and negotiating with the barbarian chieftains to release the sack of Rome without, raping your churches and burning your women.
This is almost done.
Like always, he loiters around here all day, and when you need
Finally.
him, he vanishes like the wind.
Imsim says there was a Pope Leo when the schism first happened. Will it be a Leo who mends the schism? Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too optimistic, and this speaks a little more to also because I was talking about this a lot on Thursday. But I do think that Leo the 14th is certainly one to be, building bridges and uniting the church and ensuring some stability.
Excuse me.
Sorry about that.
About that
Well?
Yeah.
Well, what are you standing around?
No.
You're a smart one, eh? He's our groom.
Okay.
Most likely he'll be idling by the upper stables. The grouch. Just between the two
This
of
guy
us.
has exactly
he's
the
a
same
very
face as
unpleasant
the
fella. Unlike me.
the innkeeper
I can't
from
wait.
Takov. All right, upper stables. Okay, right up there. Okay. Wash up. A little bit.
I brought you those horseshoes. I mean, horseshoe.
That took long enough. I've only got one horse here and I've got nothing to shoe him with. And you know who gets in the shit over it?
You?
Exactly. Mistakes are punished here. So either I'd end up reduced to beggary, or I'd have to go back to what I was doing before. And I wouldn't like that.
What did you do before?
You're a bit inquisitive, ain't you?
Well, I get the feeling you're actually proud of it.
Let's just say I haven't always made an honest living. Is that enough for you?
Not quite. I'd also like to know if you still got any tools.
I might be able to find something, but I'll tell you, it won't come cheap.
Maybe another time.
Suit yourself.
Haha, I don't need lockpicks. I made my own. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm also supposed to do some work at the gallows, but I also can just break into the castle now. Or I can try. I don't know if I can successfully break into the castle, but I can certainly try. Come on.
No, he didn't.
Okay. I don't have any savior shops. So this might be rough. Okay. Okay, he's just standing there. I think we're good. Nope. Nope.
Didn't show up.
There's a guard right there. That's really inconvenient. Dang, okay. Go up that way. That doesn't connect. So that's not going to help me. Okay, no, I need to go into the inner bailey. And I somehow need to get up there. Or into one of these. Or here.
The bell's ringing for Hans the 5th time.
Yeah, no, I gotta hurry. Oh, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm gonna go hide.
Enough. I give up.
I may have died.
Felt like doing a bit of robbery did. For now, you'll pay a fine. But if we find out there's anything...
Look, can you keep a secret?
What are you talking...
Look, we're both men, aren't we?
Where are you going with this?
Oh,
You're
no.
testing
Oh,
my
no.
patience.
It's like this. Yesterday, I met this pretty girl. She makes yarn. And you know what they say about girls who work with spinning wheels?
No? What?
They're really good in bed.
That's a good one.
Well, this yarn spinner,
Oh my
she was
God.
very afraid her mother would find out we planned on meeting. So she gives me these complicated directions on where to meet her. At high noon, I stood at the shadow of the tallest linden tree, and step by step, I set out. Then all of a sudden, I look around and realise I have no idea where I am. The girl's nowhere to be seen, and people are yelling at me. That girl made a right fool of me.
That's what you get for thinking with your prick.
I can't believe that worked.
Aye. I've had enough embarrassment for one lifetime. Can't we just let this one slide?
All right, then. I'll turn a blind eye. Just this
I can't
once.
believe that worked. Wow, okay, I'm bleeding. Substantially, though. That's not great. And I have a head injury. Ah, jeez. Okay, do I have bandages? I need them badly. I don't have bandages. Shoot. Okay, how am I going to do this without getting killed? That's where I need to go. Right up there. How do I get up there? No, it's not. It's not? I need to go... Oh, I do need to go over there. Okay, yeah. Shoot. Can I go in here? No. Okay. No, I can't go in there. Okay. I'm gonna have to eat these. Okay. There's a guard right there. Why am I whispering? Oh no. Have I backed myself into a corner? Okay, that's not going to help me. Okay, I'm in really bad state here. Come on, man.
The sixth bell. Half the time is up.
Huh? What the... Wait, I'll go and see what's making that noise.
I heard it coming from here.
Okay. Okay, I think this is the way up to the chapel. This would be a weird way up to the chapel. But just maybe. I'm completely wrong. Shit. Okay. Bandages, 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 bandages. Dang it. Hard lockpicking. Can't do that. Do I have anything? I have no bandages or anything. I'm bleeding and I'm going to die. Hey.
Pardon me for disturbing you, miss.
I hope I don't
If you want
die.
to pray, go somewhere else. The chapel is closed. Unless you're a priest. Which I presume you're not.
No, I'm not. My name is Henry.
I'm Adela, Thomas's sister.
One
What
hit
is
point
it
in a
you
dream,
want,
boys.
I need to talk to your brother.
No chance of that. He's been lying in a fever for 3 days. And the surgeon is away with Sir Otto. Unless he returns soon, Thomas won't be talking to anyone ever again.
Oh, Christ. But this is a matter of life and death. Thomas is the only one who can testify to what happened.
Yes, it's a matter of life and death for my brother. I want him to rest. Besides which, he's delirious and can't tell you anything.
Maybe I could help somehow?
The only one who can help now is the priest. And I don't want to sound gloomy, but all he can do is pray too. Just the same as me.
Where's the physician?
He's with Lord von Berghoff. When Thomas started to get feverish, he left some concoction for him. He was only meant to be gone for a while, but it seems they got stuck somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, the concoction ran out, and we don't have any other physician here.
I actually know a bit about medicine.
Really? You don't really look the part.
Well, no.
All you have to do is tell me what's in it.
If I knew that, I'd have brewed it myself. Not even our surgeon knows. He does everything according to his books. He uses some medical manuscript, whether he's treating people or livestock.
I really hope there's bandages
And where
here.
is this book?
How should I know? Probably in his chambers, in the Crone.
I'll have a look there then.
Oh, God.
But no one is allowed there.
I'll figure it out somehow.
Why do you want to help us?
Well, unless Thomas recovers and testifies that me and my friend are messengers from Ratai, then my friend will be executed.
You mean that poacher who's to be hanged?
He's a noble. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. The whole thing is one big misunderstanding. And only Thomas can sort it out.
And he can.
I'm a bit bewildered by all this. But all right.
The main thing is, I want Thomas to live too.
And myself. Myself too. Let's not forget that.
You're right.
I'll get going then. I don't have much time, and neither does Thomas.
Go. And thank you.
Oh, God. Bandages. Bandages. Bandages? Bandages, please. Nope.
On the right, Yannick.
I would pray, but it won't actually currently help me. God. Okay.
Everyone to me.
Hold on. Now I know what to do. I'm gonna start this quest over. I'm gonna back up a bit, because I also can't make saver schnapps. In case you didn't notice. What? Oh, shoot. When was this? Oh, it was only 15 minutes ago. Okay. It's not bad. I didn't lose too much. Oh, okay. What's my quest? What's my active quest? Horseshoes to Kabat. Oh, okay. Cool. Take the horseshoes. Alright, we're in a good state. We are in a good state. We have the axe in case we desperately need to fight somebody. Arrows don't help me. I have a longsword in case things get really bad. Okay.
I brought you those horseshoes.
That's
okay.
and
Blah,
you know,
blah, blah, blah.
Exactly. All right, have to.
What did you...
You're a bit.
Well, Sure.
Very
Do I get something for those horseshoes?
Hey, I've no time for jokes.
I'll be going then.
So run along.
Okay, no need for lockpicks. I got them already.
No, he didn't.
Can't go in there. All right, now. Okay. Once that guard has turned his back, we go in through right there. That is the way through. Yep, we're good. Oh, this is definitely a different way through, isn't it? What was that? That's not good. Not good at all.
The bell's ringing for hands the 5th time.
Huh? What was that?
That's fine. Anything useful? Need that, probably. Soap. Linen, no. Okay, moving on. Take that. Okay. I'll take that. Cockerel, nice. Poetry, perfume, cool. That will draw too much attention. Okay, moving on. Okay. I am thankfully no longer bleeding, so I can take a little bit more of my time here. Not much, though. I'll take it. I don't need it. Really, sure. It's a chest thing here. It says nothing. Nothing useful for my current task. Sure. Okay, let's move along, shall we? Okay. Really? Didn't bypass it. Shoot. Bandages. There we go. I don't need hides. Not in our current quest. Bandages are going to be useful, though. Oh, shit.
Hmm? I heard it coming from here.
No, you didn't.
Nothing, I suppose.
Okay. We're good so far. We're good so far. Alright, this is doing much better. Much better.
The sixth bell. Half the time is up.
I'll take those arrows. If I find a bow, they might be useful. Probably not. I have time to do all these now. Where is it? There it is. There. Box, painkiller, good, good. Okay, I don't think any of those are the ones I need. It's probably not. Yeah, Della.
Pardon me for this.
If you want to pray, unless...
Yep,
No,
okay.
I'm not.
I'm Adela.
I need to talk.
Unless...
Alright, matter of life and death.
Right.
Yes, besides...
What happened?
Actually,
They... If the...
sorry. Maybe I. Where's the.
Help.
He was on... Anyway.
Imps and Pass, if we pray for an intention that someone else prayed for and God has answered their prayer, do we pray in vain? No. No prayer is in vain.
I actually know a bit.
Really?
Well, you have.
God...
Not even up.
And where is it?
How should I...
Remember,
Have a look now.
But no,
God
I'll figure
exists
out-
outside of time.
Well, unless.
You mean...
He's not the main thing.
So God takes into
I'll get
consideration
Go.
all prayer from everyone from every time, for the sake of intercession and whatnot. Right. Let's pray. Speaking of.
On the right, Yannick.
So yeah, God takes into
Our
consideration
Father, who art in heaven,
all prayers across all
hallowed be
time.
thy name.
So there's nothing even
Thy kingdom
contradictory
come.
about praying about things in the
Thy will be
past.
done. On
Praying
earth
for
as it
things
is
in the past.
Give us this day our daily
It's essentially
bread.
the same as prayer for
And
Thanksgiving,
forgive us our trespasses,
right? A prayer for
as we
Thanksgiving
forgive those
can
who
be
trespass
as
against us.
efficacious
And lead
as
us not
an
into
inflictory
temptation,
prayer.
but
So no,
deliver
of
us
course,
from evil.
it's not
Hail Mary,
in
full of
vain. It's not
grace.
wasted.
The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb.
This
Jesus. Holy
help
Mary,
me,
Mother of God.
I mean, whether it
Pray for us sinners
whether it
now
helps
and at the hour of
game
our death.
mechanically or not,
Amen.
we still should do it.
Please.
Don't worry. You'll be fine.
Let's see what we got here. I'm assuming it's not going to be of too much of. Oh, come on! Whoa, 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 whoa! What's going on here? There we go. That was. Ooh. Nothing of use, really, but that's fine. All right, we got to go back down. I don't know how we're going to get past that guard there. Okay, what is going on here? Are these... Oh, they're just open. The windows are just literally open. I see. Okay, I have to get all the way over there. And then back. Without being seen. That's rough. That's gonna be rough. But okay, let's try it. See what we can do. I can't just go across either. There's a ladder. That doesn't help me. Shiza. Should St. Olga be in charge of Vatican security? Well, we can certainly pray to her for it. I can attack this guy. I don't have a dagger. I can't just kill him. I wonder if I can just take him out. I did just save, basically. Oh, shit. Hey. Go over there.
How come it's open? I closed that door.
Oh. there is a woman as well.
The 7th bell.
Oh, shit. There's a woman there. Man right there. Is she gonna close the door? Yes, she closed the door. We're safe. Safe enough if I can... Come on, man. Fuck it.
Hmm?
How?
I'll beat him.
Don't hit him!
You don't fight with guards, you fool! You surrender to them!
This is not gonna work. Oh god, there's more. Okay, never mind. That's not gonna work out. Jesus. Okay, that's not gonna work out at all. Okay, good to know.
Don't worry.
Everyone to me.
You'll be fine.
You there.
Okay. Let's try this again.
Hold on. I'm just going to clean it.
Yeah, I should have known better than to go hand to hand with an armored guard. But whatever.
It's all right.
Should have known better. Can I pray? There we go.
The angel of the Lord.
Yes, I did
declared
hear the
unto Mary,
Vatican's avoided U.S. tariffs
and she
by
conceived
having a
of the
pope
Holy
made in
Spirit.
America.
Over there. Hail Mary. Mary said, Behold the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us.
Please.
Hail Mary. Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ. Let us pray. Pour forth, we beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts,
On the
that
right.
we, to whom
Got
the
it.
incarnation of Christ thy Son was made known by the message of an angel, may by his passion and cross be brought to the glory of his resurrection, through the same Christ our Lord.
Quick,
Amen.
over there.
So I will add something really quickly that so maybe not really quickly, but while I'm sneaking around, the yeah, I'm trespassing, I know. Something that I was wanting to talk about, but didn't really get into extensively in my recent video on reference and reference in the Trinity. Reference is something that the modern mind has some trouble with, honestly. You're not going to get distracted by this, are you? But if I just... Oh. Okay, this woman, she's going to go close the door. I'm going to see if I can just drop down here.
Hmm?
Uh-oh. That's not great. Okay, she went back through the door. I wonder if I can just...
The 7th bell.
Dang it. No, I cannot slip past him. Am I gonna have to fight him? I can't. So would a rosary minigame that you pray and follow, if you actually pray and follow along, if you did a full rosary minigame, would it count as a rosary? Yeah, I think so. Sorry, dude. I'm real sorry. I really feel bad about this guy. But I'm gonna lay you down on the rafters over here. I hope you're okay. But if I take all of his stuff... Oh, no. Door and chest keys. I'll take your keys. How about that? I could fight my way through here if I got his full gear. I could literally fight my whole way through here. And probably kill everyone in the garrison. I'm not going to do that, though. Yeah, okay. This is the way through. Okay. Looks like we're in the clear for the moment. Woo! I'd love to get some Savior Schnapps at this point, but no, I guess not.
That Christ is forever by their side.
Nope. Die there.
All right. What are you trying to pull, you scoundrel?
Okay, looks like we're weirdly clear. I'm shocked that that worked out. Oh. Oh. Are you serious? There's no way up here. I'm also not trespassing in there, I guess. Okay.
Like always, he loiters
Yep,
around
I gotta go
here
up that
all
way.
day.
I gotta go up through the frickin'... Alright. What's this guy gonna do? Shoot.
It's the 8th bell. I need to hurry.
Yeah, real funny. Eh?
Yeah, I think we're good. Oh shit, that was really close.
This place is off limits to you.
Yeah.
Give up.
Interesting. I'll let you know if I find anything out.
Well, what will it be?
Oh shit, now I'm wanted. This is a problem.
Come on.
There's a lot of them. Okay, this is an issue.
You won't
Okay.
surrender?
Alright, I gotta just run it.
Now you'll see what we do with criminals, bastard. Show your stuff.
Fuck that shit.
You should have yielded. Now we'll display your corpse on the pillory.
Okay, okay. Wait, hold on. Can I... Yes, I can equip a longsword. It's good news. Ooh, well, now I'm wanted. Okay, he's probably gonna find me over here, isn't he?
It was you. I'll hack you up like you deserve.
Yeah, it's just you, though. Oh, shit, it's not just you.
Hey. Ah!
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 Come on, then.
You should have yielded. We'll display your corpse on the pillory.
Ah! Ah! I'm all yours!
Now you'll see what we do with criminals, bastard. We're gonna gut you, you whore son. Do it. Punishment by the blade. My favorite.
Don't think I won't cut you to pieces. I'm all yours!
Okay. Well, in that case, let's go for it. Let's just, full send. Okay. All right. Imsim says, sorry about that. You ever notice how kids failing don't ask you how they get their grade up. It's always people with a B and who want an A who want their grade up, I've noticed. Or even probably more annoyingly, people with an A who want an A+, which is very annoying. Take a dagger. Take a hood. Take a gambeson. Take the groschen. Okay, okay. Can I use that bandage? No, I'm not bleeding. Alright, well, let's move along. Hopefully, the dead guys go unnoticed for now. Shit, there's another bell. I'm right nearby. I'm right here. I'm in almost the
Ninth
place.
bell. Only 3.
You!
Oh, hey.
I need help.
Who doesn't? I still have to clean out all the fireplaces in the crown. Do you know how many there are?
So, what are you doing here?
I don't know or care. I have to find medicine for Captain Thomas. Otherwise he'll die and my friend will be executed.
Thomas. I brought water to him in the tower. And I can tell you he is beyond help. That poor sister of his.
Well, You look like you know your way around here. Maybe you can help me.
Why should I?
Because I just killed 3 men.
I'm not stupid. You've no business here. You're snooping around in the surgeon's stuff, and God knows what else. It could land you in trouble.
Oh, yeah? How?
Well, for instance, I could take something here. Don't forget, I might be slaving here today, but tomorrow they'll get fed up with me and they'll probably kick me out by morning. And you'll still be here. So it'll be on you. For sure someone saw you coming here.
And you too, no?
Well, there's quite a big difference between you and me. The guards don't pay much attention to me. But you...
I get it. Sometimes it's an advantage.
And sometimes not.
Is it holier to
So,
pray the rosary in Latin,
to the point.
other than
right.
vernacular, over
It's
vernacular
medicine
language
you're
like
after,
English?
the
Not
surgeon has
necessarily.
a store across the corridor. There's all sorts of junk there, but there's one chest.
It is
where
the
he puts
liturgical
stuff
language
that he
of
hasn't
the
used up.
church.
He locks it carefully, but you might get lucky.
So it can be an
And
additional
what if
devotion.
there's nothing
that way.
interesting for me in there?
Then tough luck. But you can go and have a look at his records. That crackpot writes down everything he does. Maybe he gave someone something that might be of interest to you.
All right. Thanks.
And now get out of my way. Simple maid like me has lots of work to do in this castle.
Maid. Yeah, there's something deeply wrong with that woman. I'll take all of those. Okay, what do I need to cook up? Is this... Can I wash... No, I can't wash myself. Dang it. That was gonna heal me. Sure, I'll take that and that. Keep in mind, right, so yes, sure, Latin is the liturgical language of the church, which is, what is that? Fever tonicum. Oh. Okay, that was easy. I also got a savior schnapps, which is nice. Okay, so, quest. Find out what medicine to give to... Find out what medicine? I found something called fever tonicum. I think that's probably it. But where's his record? Where the hell is the record? Saltpeter. I don't think I need. Salt. I'll take a bandage. Gosh, I might need that. She said across the hall, but like... Oh, shit. Oh, damn it. Okay. It's in here. It's got to be in here. And she did say across the hall, right? This is just my book, though. Alright, I need to make some marigold decoctions, though, really badly. And maybe some lullaby. I don't have the time for much. Yeah, no, this is just my book. It doesn't have anything special in it. Okay. Alright, so let's start with Marigold decoction. I don't have the stuff for it. Shoot. Okay. Do I have enough for savior schnapps? I do. I can make a savior schnapps. Sim says, I used to switch languages every day. One day I'd pray an English rosary, another in Spanish, and Latin on the third. I mean, good enough practice. Keep in mind, like I said, Latin was a vernacular language. That's why it became the language of the church. Okay, so add the 1 nettle. Grind the belladonna. So grind the belladonna. I'll do that. Okay, boil nettle in wine for 2 turns. Ground belladonna for 1.
The 10th bell. I don't have much time left.
Shit. Okay. I'll be out of time here, aren't I? I need 2 belladonna, right? Yeah, 2 belladonna. What if there's a spell to summon Asmodeus or Beelzebub or Lucifer? There may be... I don't know if it'll be necessarily efficacious, but I think there may be such a thing. I'm running wildly out of time here. Shouldn't be doing this. But I could use the savior schnapps really badly. Come on, file. 4. I don't have, unfortunately, any,
I boiled that belladonna for too long.
Get out of here. I got 4 Henry quality, which is perfectly fine. I probably just saved, right? For whom the bell tolls. That's 51. No, that was a while ago. I am going to save your shots real quick. Is his records. I'm just gonna go for it.
What are you doing here? You aren't allowed.
Sorry. I'm really sorry. Oh no. This is bad. Let's not do that. Is it up above me? No, it's down. It is here. It is on this level. Right there. That's it. Okay. Yeah, I have the fever tonic. Okay, good. Okay, let's go. No, it's just a bedchamber. Okay, no. Oh, there's a guardsman right there. I think we're clear. Aside from that guy.
Hey, you're the one they're looking for here.
Yep.
Don't think I won't cut you to pieces.
The 11th toll of the bell. The last before the execution starts.
I'll beat you. You bloody fucker. Punishment by the blade, my favorite.
Okay. Gotta run for it.
What's that sound? I heard it coming from here.
I'd rather not have to kill everyone. I really hope I made it. Looks like it.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
No one could have done this? No one who was allowed to go up
It
there
will
could
have
have
to
done
be
this?
diluted.
Are you sure? Maybe give him a lot,
His
because...
fever is getting worse. If this doesn't work, I don't think he'll last long.
Uh-oh. Did I screw it up? Man, poor Hans looks like a beaten puppy.
These days we have all sorts of vagabonds, drifters, outlaws and bandits roaming the country. And we have one of those vermin here today. A fella called Hans, who is clearly not right in the head. A dangerous madman, a brawler, and a thug. The worst of all, a poacher. And so, for the damages he caused to our dear Lord Otto von Berghoff, he is sentenced to be hanged by the neck until dead!
Stop! You can't execute this man. He's a noble. Captain Thomas here will testify that we're messengers from Rattay.
What is this nonsense, for Christ's sake?
It's true. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
I mean, he keeps saying that.
Deal with it, for God's sake!
But sir, the captain...
Captain Thomas has a fever. He's clearly delirious.
What's with this guy?
Seize them immediately.
You can't do this! I am a nobleman, do you hear? A noble! Get your hands off me! You can't do this!
Open the gates!
And yeah, even a slightly plausible story like that is means to stay in execution, I would think. Because you do not want to screw something like this up.
What the hell is going on? It was just it's a hanging.
You can't hang him. He's a noble.
That's for me to judge. Take him down!
What happened to him?
And for Christ's sake, help me off this horse!
Is that Peter Stormare? Stormare, whatever. Voice? What the hell is going on? Alright, let's see if we can fill in a few blanks here, huh? I'm guessing Sir Otto ran across, what's his name, the priest?
You may enter. His lordship is expecting you.
Where did Hans get his nice clothes back? Good.
So, you're messengers from Rattay, huh? I was wondering when someone would turn up.
No, maybe it doesn't know. Not who I was thinking of.
All right, then. Let's hear it.
I like him, though. He's got a certain gravitas.
Sir Otto. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and this is Henry of Skalitz, my escort.
Welcome to Trotsky, gentlemen. I'd greet you standing up as befits, but I'm glad I can even sit at the moment.
I heard you were ambushed by outlaws.
You heard right. Those bastards did a job on me. And I got out luckier than most. Almost all the others were killed, including my page and my surgeon. So there is no one here to heal me, and I will have to inform poor Albert's father that his son died in my service.
I hope your health will soon be restored, sir.
We shall see. But now, you tell me what happened here in Herrgottsnamen. Why did my chamberlain try to hang you, Lord Capon?
In truth, the welcome we got from your Master Chamberlain was somewhat... how shall I put it? Well,
nope, not interrupting this time.
It was somewhat unexpected. I must say, it was the first time I had a noose around my neck, and it wasn't the most pleasant experience.
Please, accept my apologies, sir. And that of my chamberlain, too. Is that not so, Ulrich? I must say in his
Is he just a dick, or is
that he had
something
my
wrong
orders
with him?
not to admit anyone to the castle, and to be cautious.
I understand, sir. At home, Some bandits got into Tamberg by subterfuge, and it cost us a lot of effort to reconquer it.
I'm glad you understand. Anyway, let us leave this misunderstanding aside and get to the point.
Very
as far
mature.
as I'm aware,
Very well.
Ratai
Very
showed
good.
no interest in negotiations before, either with me or with the League of Lords.
True. Our houses have thus far stood on opposite sides.
I should say so. Attacking Brno and Jihlava together with that renegade Sokol of Lemberg hardly inspired our sympathy.
Nope.
But let
not
us
my
leave
place.
that aside.
Not Henry's place.
Tell me, what does Sir Hanush have on his mind?
Unless
I'm
Hans
all ears.
needs the help.
Unfortunately, during the ambush, we lost the letter we were carrying, so you'll have to make do with my word of mouth.
All right. Go ahead and speak.
In brief, Sir Hanush, Sir Radzig, and other lords take the view that the situation has got out of control. And that's of no benefit to anyone in Bohemia, neither Wenceslas's supporters or the League of Lords. King Sigismund's actions will not lead to instilling greater order than under King Wenceslas. Quite the contrary.
Let us say that maybe. What arises from it?
Sir Hanush and the other lords on our side are interested in knowing what the stance of the League of Lords is at this moment, and whether they haven't perhaps reevaluated some things.
In other words, whether I might betray Sigismund.
Well, betray is a strong word. We came to you, Sir Otto, because you're the leading voice of the League of Lords. I expect there are also lords among your ranks who are considering how to find a way out of this sticky situation. And for the Kingdom of Bohemia, it would certainly be better if our powers were to join rather than parting.
Your companion speaks like a diplomat, Sir Hans.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
The question is whether it's possible to join fire with water and end up with anything but nasty smoke. Nonetheless,
Steam,
Sir
maybe.
Hanush and Sir Radzig are right. There is disorder and anarchy in the land. Bandits riding roughshod all over. As we all know, to our cost.
We've had plenty of experience of that at home too, sir. Only a short time ago we had to deal with a similar band.
Then you will surely understand that before I begin debating who would be the better king, I must sweep my own doorstep. Only I'm damned if I know how to do that, since those bastards have wiped out half of my garrison, including my captain.
If I may be so bold, sir, you're not the only one. We also have a score to settle with them, so Henry and I will gladly help you.
Is that so? Now that is what I call the words of a knight, Sir Hans.
Boldly stated,
Right now,
Hans.
we've got a common enemy, so we have common interests too.
So then,
good way as
sir,
any to forge an alliance.
may we be of assistance to you?
Indeed, you may. Perhaps in the end we may really find some common ground. I need to muster sufficient reserves to deal with those outlaws once and for all. I'm summoning my vassals here to Trotsky. And since I don't have many men left to send as messengers, I will gladly accept your help.
Just say the word, sir. Where should we go?
You'll go to Nebakov, a small castle, or rather a fortress among the cliffs. The yeoman there, Jaromir Nebak, is an old hardhat and may not be very willing to fulfill his obligations. It would be
Yeoman.
useful if an eloquent noble like yourself visited him to explain him clearly why I need his whole garrison.
A yeoman?
Who is this Lord Nebak?
The lord of a smaller house with not much in the way of estates, just a fortress and lands, but he
That's
also
something.
owns a mill that provides a significant part of his income.
Oh, yeah,
His
Nebakov.
children are
Been down
grown
there
up.
plenty.
His daughter married well, thanks to Sir Otto. His son is away from the domain, dealing with duties. Sir Otto helped him to acquire an official position. In short, the House of Nebak is more than beholden to Sir Otto for his magnanimous help and support.
Again,
Thank
patronage
you.
system's rather straightforward.
Nevertheless, I suspect Jaromir will not be keen to charge into battle. But that is of little consequence. He has a few good men who will be useful. That will do us. If he delivers, I will regard his obligation as fulfilled.
Okay.
What should we do if he's unwilling to heed what we say?
His
Might
house
be
has always
necessary.
been loyal to mine. And it has always been more than worth their while. So tell him that I would like it to remain so. I do not expect any great obstacles, but it would be wise to show Sir Jaromir respect by sending him someone of status. He will take his time over being persuaded, and then concur, as he always has done.
I'll get to him somehow, sir.
I expect nothing less from you.
Is that all, sir?
It's no simple task. Knowing Jaromir, if I sent a common messenger, he'd come back with a boot print on his backside. Dealing with the lower nobility can be tricky. They tend to be fixated on their own somewhat fragile status.
We'll take care of it, sir. Count on us.
All right. We'll head out as soon as possible. Let's not delay our diplomatic mission unnecessarily.
Very well. I think that is all for now. The Chamberlain will show you where you can put your heads down, and he will supply you with horses. And once we have resolved this little digression, we shall talk about your own mission.
Thank you, sir.
May I ask something, Sir Otto?
Oh. Ask away, young man.
When you were ambushed, did you see those bandits? Would you recognize any of them?
Henry, don't start with that again.
Why do you ask?
The thing is, when we were ambushed, I believe I saw among them one of the men we ran up against at home.
Oh. What did he look like? Do you know his name?
He's called Istvan Toth, a Hungarian noble. He wears black armor, a stocky fella, around 40.
I've already told you that's nonsense. How would he be here? You only saw him from a distance, from behind. You're imagining it.
And why does this Toth interest you, young man?
He was the leader of a band that made trouble for us in Sasau. And he has something that belongs to me.
Ah, interesting. Interesting. But I must disappoint you. I saw no one of that description.
Thank you, sir. And sorry. I had to ask.
I understand. And now I shall
Wear
entrust
sword.
you to
Wear
the care
sword.
of Uri here. And I shall look forward to the good tidings you bring me from Nebakov. Go with God, gentlemen.
Thank you for everything, sir. The Lord be with you.
There will be time enough yet for social niceties. Now there are more practical matters to deal with. Sir Otto has generously agreed to accommodate Lord Capon in one of his chambers. And you, Henry, shall also be accommodated, as befits your station. There, your equipment shall also be returned to you, and you'll find your horse in the stable. Nevertheless, his lordship takes the view that, as a noble's escort, you should have a befitting mount, and therefore he has kindly decided that you may take one of our horses, if you so wish.
I'm not going to. Pebbles is mine and my only
Gentlemen,
love forever.
Follow me.
Okay. I don't like you, Ulrich.
So, Sir Hans, allow me to...
Hold on, Sir Ulrich. If you think everything is settled
no,
between
Hans,
us,
no.
and we're gonna act like nothing
Hans,
happened,
no.
then you're mistaken.
Sir?
You were going to have me executed a short while ago. I expect a proper apology.
Then please accept my apology once more, sir. But given the circumstances...
Given the circumstance? What circumstances?
You were
Sir,
poaching.
Poaching is a capital offence.
And are you the king? That you can hand down death sentences? No, you are not. What's more, you had plenty of reasons to realize it wasn't a good idea.
Sir, I could not have realized that.
You couldn't have realized! Yes, you could, but then you wouldn't have been able to play the Lord and stage private executions.
He's got a good point.
Once more, I apologize.
He's got a good point.
And now, please allow me to show you to your quarters.
I wouldn't dream of inconveniencing you. I'll find my quarters by myself. Henry, once you're done with that annoying fool, get your horse and we'll meet at the gate.
Well, it seems Lord Capon will not be requiring my services anymore today.
Please excuse him. He's been through a lot, as I'm sure you understand.
It is understandable, of
I love that there's a
course.
follow button.
I was just hoping that our relationship would be a bit warmer after that regrettable misunderstanding.
Well.
Nevertheless, welcome to Trusky, the finest and biggest castle you shall ever see. Rumor has it that the castle was built on the jaws of hell, and that we're sometimes plagued by demons here. But don't believe a word of it. It's just idle talk to excuse the servants' laziness and incompetence. It's demanding enough keeping everything here running smoothly without any of that. It requires a man of exceptional qualities and talents. By the way, this place is a maze for strangers. It's very easy to get lost. Careful.
Can I follow him again? Can I refollow? Oh, man. I accidentally unfollowed him. What is this, Twitter? Anyway. It's
the
fine.
jail cells are down there. But I believe you are already fairly well acquainted with that part of the castle, aren't you?
All too well, thanks.
You silly doggy.
Oh, silly doggy. Mutt's here. Well, this isn't too bad, then. In the castle proper.
Here it is. You'll find a bed inside, opposite the door, and a chest where we put your belongings. You'll find some new clothing there, a little gift from our gracious lord, to ensure you're not mistaken for a beggar again. Once you're settled in and properly dressed, stop by the stables. They're beyond the gate, down the path. Ask for Kabat. He was supposed to prepare a horse and tack for you. Or tell him you'll keep your own if you insist. Then he'll give you proper tack at least, so you don't disgrace us.
I have...
Thanks. I'm grateful.
As you should be. So, you and I are finished, and I can finally attend to some proper work, so this castle doesn't fall on our heads.
Radio. Cool, so I have a nice bed. And a nice...
You shouldn't be bothering us.
What?
Here.
But I live here. Okay, cool. So. Ackerton, Brunswick's Brigandine, Moffenfrock. Auberk. Oh, I didn't need the apron, darn it. Okay. Let me, Oh, that's stolen. Shoot. I'm gonna put that away. Huh. Oh, I can just sell that. Okay. That I'll put away. Anything else stolen? Cuirass counts as stolen still. Gauntlets are stolen. Plates are stolen. I need to dry all of these herbs or they're all going to go bad. But that's fine. I can do that, hopefully. Hopefully. Other. Any of this that I need to put away as well. Because it's probably stolen. Or no. No, I think we're Gucci. Why did I say that? I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize to everyone for saying such ridiculous things. All right, wait, hold on. Which one is going to be my armor? Red will be armor. Waffenrock. No, wait. Waffenrock. Hallberg. Hunter's pouch. Knight's belt. I'll put that away. Coat, no. Well, let's sleeves. No. Hourglass gauntlet's better. No, other set. Noble's quilted hose or padded chausses. Quilted hose are honestly slightly better. I'll stick with that. Spurs. I need shoes. Boots. Leg armor. Spurs. Samine's necklace. Okay, I'm kitted out, right? We're good? Weapon. Broad longsword. Weapon 1. Brunswick's poleaxe. Number 2. Artemis's crossbow. Weapon number 3. We have 12 marksman bolts. Should do common bolts there. Brunswick's dagger. Excellent. All right, outfit number 1. We are good. All right, excellent. Okay, this will be our nice outfit. Cap with peacock feathers. Brocade. Embroidered coat. Gambeson underneath. Wait. Akaton underneath. Better than the Gambeson. I can put a hauberk on her. Pouch. Knight's belt. Gloves. Nice gloves. Courtier's boots. Gartered hose. No. Master Huntsman's hose. No, Noble quilted hose, but that's much better still. Spurs. Gemstone ring. Golden cross with garnets. Okay, weapons. Longsword. Sure. Let's just keep the same weapon combo. For now. And then sneaky outfit. Knights of the Cross. Vagrant's hat. Burger Porpon. Seder Waffenfrock. Okay. Much higher visibility. Dang. And better. Oh, and more noise. Shoot. Okay, I guess we're not wearing gloves. Soft. Do I want spurs? Better. Way more noise. No, let's not wear spurs when we're sneaking. Soft shoes. And we're not going to wear any jewelry when we're sneaking. Well, same thing. Same weapons. Yeah, let's go with the poleaxe. Why not? There we go. All right. Henry's Marigold Decoction. All right. Yeah, that'll do us. I think we're all set there. I know, Klaus. It's almost midnight. It's getting so close to midnight. It's just terrible. Just terrible. Okay, got my equipment. How am I on naps? I don't need a nap or anything. I think we're all good there. Do I need to drop anything? Yeah, I do actually. I need to drop a couple things off. Any of this I need to store? No, I can sell off that stuff. I don't actually need a coif, which is a little weird. I thought I needed a coif, but I guess not. Apron. Brunswick gauntlets. Master Huntsman's hose. I'll put away the scapular. I don't need to get rid of it. Okay, oh, military sword, riding Waffenfrock. Yeah, no, nothing there I need, really. I'm doing just fine with what I got. Actually, yeah, there we go. I'll switch to my armor. Oh, yeah, so, Klaus, on the video on kinds of guilt. So, first of all, a lot of that fourfold distinction is, I mean, it makes perfect sense to me why that would be relatively familiar to you, because I got that fourfold distinction directly from the Model Penal Code. It's an older version of the Model Penal Code that uses that terminology and those descriptions, but it's a legal distinction first and foremost. But one that we can then apply to philosophical distinctions, relevant philosophical distinctions. So yeah, it would make sense that is a little primer, a little reminder for criminal law. It would make plenty of sense there. Let's do a little sharpening. Or longsword. No, never mind. I don't actually need to do that. Might need to repair some things, though. Nothing that I'm wearing. No. Cobbler's kit. Okay. Marksman's kit. Nothing. Tailor's kit. Excellent. What can I sell you? What kind of junk can I offload onto you? That's it? Wow, okay, cool. Battle longsword. Can I get any new recipes? Knight's sword? Ooh. Okay, I will take that. That's new. You have nice materials here. Very nice materials. Dang. Oh, it's one-handed. Not actually that good. Unfortunate. Still, I'll get the recipe just because I can.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Yeah, Klaus, I saw the critical director praise Andor
try.
Season 2 effusively. So they must be doing something right. Yeah, I would say so. Part of that, though, is also that...
Aye. Thank you, sir. And come again.
Part of that, though, also is that it's not done. You know? I'm a little hesitant to just go all on board to say, hey, great, let's just... Wait, where's Knight's Sword? I just learned it. Where's... Broadsword? Is that it? Is that what it's called? I guess that is it. Okay. What I want is a better longsword. But, oh well. Attila. Wow. Oh, these... Okay, it is finally done. Okay, so did Drinker's recommendation come after the final 3 episodes? Because if so, and it's still highly recommended, I will probably check it out. Like I said, I was kind of holding off until it was completely done, because a lot of these shows and series have dropped off precipitously partway through the 2nd season. They kind of hook you in, and then they go to hell. So, yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, though, I really want to look in, well, I'll probably watch it myself, and then I do want to hear from, of all of the, like, Fandom Menace YouTube critic types, I want to hear most from Ryan Kinnell. Ryan Kinnell knows the EU really, really well, probably at least as well as I do, which is quite something. So he would probably have a good solid opinion on the matter, and not just on the basis of itself, but in comparison to what is almost undeniably better, which is the old EU.
I'm here for some horse tack. I hear you have something for me.
Well, fuck me blind.
No thanks.
Only yesterday you were delivering horseshoes, and today you have your own horse? I'm amazed. But you're fucking things up for me and making a mess. And I don't want to get a whipping on your account.
Okay, then.
I've got the tack ready, but I've been ordered to show you our herring first. You can take him, they said. So kindly take a look at him in the stable here and tell me if you want him or not.
Ryan Kinnell from RK Outpost. He's with Geeks and Gamers. No, not at all. Pebbles is better in almost every way. She is a little bit tiny, teeny, bitty bit more timid. That's all. Yeah, Ryan Kinnell, RK Outpost. He was the one who is probably most notorious for the whole. If I think this is him, that had the issue with the Batman saying it had a suspicious number of black people or something. That guy, the guy who's known for that.
I took a look at herring,
and of course he gets that reputation.
A nice animal, but I'll keep my own.
Never mind looking a gift horse in the mouth, you flat out refuse to accept one. You're lost though, pal.
If I could keep both, I would, but...
Now we've got to know each other, I want to let you in on this little scheme. We could both get something out of it. But you'd have to keep it to yourself. What do you say? Can you keep your mouth shut
sure,
when
whatever.
the coin's at stake?
I can keep my mouth shut. You can count on it. What's this about coin, then?
Look, it's easy as pie. You keep your horse, which you wanted to do anyway, but I'll say you took herring, and then I'll sell him to someone. You'll do all right out of it. I'll pay you up front.
Well, I might be interested, but I deserve a bigger cut. I'm not new to all this, so I'm well aware that the first offer to an accomplice is deliberately low, just in case he accepts. So forget about that and make it worth my while, because you'll get a tidy sum for a horse like that.
I didn't expect you to be so savvy. But you're not wrong. I'll give you double my first offer. I reckon that's fair.
Me too.
Right, now we can get back to the reason you're here. You know how to ride and control a horse?
Don't worry. I'm right at home with horses. I learned to ride with cumans on my tail, and arrows whistling past my head. A tough school it was.
Well, I'll be damned. I never heard such a thing before. But even an experienced horseman like you needs equipment, as you well know. You can tack him up yourself, right?
Sure. Thanks.
Oh, saddle, huh? Nice. Plus, if you don't know the Imp Simp's lore, we got a lot to go through. Okay, let's see. That's bridle with plating. I think we're gonna keep it. I think we're gonna keep what we got. Go with Knight's horseshoes. That seems better than Lavarian. The Norman saddle is better than the Prague saddle, just straightforwardly. Soft leather bridle, specifically worse. Wayland harness, significantly worse. Oh my, alright, cool. That's great. I'm just gonna sell all this back to you, no offense. Happen, what are you doing? Sabat, can I... Oh, I can't sell to you. Shoot.
Oh, excuse me.
Hey. Hey. Woman. No, woman will not speak to me. I'm encumbered? What? How is this possible? Like, I don't need the coif at all. I'm just going to put all this nonsense on the horse, because I don't need any of it. I can't sell it yet. That's fine. That's worth some money. I'll probably just sell all those. All right. Shoot, what else did I do? There's a quest giver up here that I want to hit before I get out of here. But I also definitely want to leave the fortress before we wrap up for tonight, just in case I have time to go and do some random stuff. I'm gonna have to go upstairs for this, aren't I? I'll come back for that. I'll tell you what, I'll come back for that. I'll come back for that. So Imsip asked the question of whether it is sinful to like sit, kneel, to like basically what I take it you mean is kind of lean your butt on the pew while you're kneeling. And no, I don't think so. I don't think it's particularly disrespectful, although I will say continued kneeling for an extended period of time is probably preferable, if only because it's basically an additional... it's more penitential, let's put it that way. Can I leave without him? I can just go.
Easy, good horse.
Okay, I can just leave without him. In that case, I might call him here. Oh, okay. So to clarify, when Imsimp is talking about a cult, he's talking about a pretty major one. He's talking about Mormonism, meaning that cops called on the leaders is not exactly not exactly in the cards, unfortunately. This is really nice. I'm gonna have to do when we start next time. I'm gonna have to do a nice little walk around. Go everywhere that I can go in Trotsky. Ooh, I can even go at the back gate. That's very nice.
I bought a lovely ewe bow the other day at a great price.
Easy, good horse.
Okay, sorry about that.
Didn't you hear?
Imsim said as a kid, whenever the priest mentions sacrifice at Mass, I assume he meant our sacrifice of being up at 8 a.m. on Sunday. I mean, that is a kind of, like, uniting our suffering to Christ, particularly when you're a kid. That's kind of a big deal. What is wrong? Pebbles. Oh, my poor Pebbles. My poor Peeblies. Oh, you just don't want to go fast in the castle. I understand now. Okay, never mind. I understand. My poor little Peeblies.
Yes?
All right, I will leave off on this. Do not listen to that voice of the devil. It doesn't matter that you're not worthy of forgiveness. No one is worthy of forgiveness. That's the whole point. If only the worthy could receive forgiveness, then the worthy would not need forgiveness. The fact is that God offers forgiveness to all of us. And, well, praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ, for that. Because without it, where would we be? Hell is where we would be. That's all there is to it. Anyway, that's all I got time for. It is after midnight. Sorry for the slightly late start, but we went a little over time too. So we're gonna wrap here. We're gonna come right back here next time. I do, before we go off with Sir Hans Nebakov, which, by the way, Nebakov, if I haven't gone on stream before, is all the way down here, Nebakov Fortress, all the way to the south. I have been there before, not inside. They won't let me in for some reason. That was weird. I don't know why they won't let me into a fortress. Some guy. Whatever. Anyway, that is that's all I got for tonight. Oh yes, also that's another point that I have also shared as a child. When at the word of dismissal, go in peace, the mass is ended, and we all respond with thanks be to God. I assume we were saying, thank God the mass is over. We can go to McDonald's, or in our case, we can go get coffee and donuts now. Because during the announcements, I have to, like, almost put my hand over my children's mouths when during announcements they say coffee and donuts are available in the parish hall for continued fellowship. And they go, every Sunday, without fail, whenever there's coffee and donuts, and if there isn't some other kind of event getting in the way of their beloved coffee and donuts, which they're very seldom allowed to have because that's based on their behavior. But anyway, it's there. It's a reward. It's a carrot there, just dangling before them. Anyway, that's all I got time for. So I am gonna call it there. Have a good night, everybody. That was a fun one. I guess I got away with murdering 4 or 5 guards. Von Berghoff didn't seem to mind. Anyway, so we finally finished the wedding, which is a big deal. So next time things open up a little bit, there's some stuff at Nebuchadnezzar Fortress, and then eventually we're going to be going on to Kuttenberg. So good night, everybody. See you next time. We'll see what there is to do. See you on Thursday for more Jedi Academy. We're not going to finish it, I don't think, but we're getting relatively closer. So it's probably 2 more weeks of that one, and then we got to figure out what's next. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned. I have another rather long video coming up within the next week or so. So get ready for that. I'm probably going to post a short that is a nice little preview of it sometime before it releases. So that'll give you some ideas. So anyway, thanks for joining me one more time. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you next time. Remember, until then, don't be safe. Be well. More importantly, be good. Bye, folks.